So I've been thinking a lot about labels. We use labels in a lot of different ways. Originally, I was going to shoot this video in Ottawa on a trip that we were going on, but I just can't stop thinking about it, and I didn't want to wait that long to do it. Labels, we use them in the way that we eat our foods. We label ourselves as primarily whole food, plant-based. A lot of people who watch this channel label themselves that way, or they label themselves vegan or vegetarian or omnivore that are looking to eat more plants. But we also label ourselves by way of gender. We label ourselves by way of sexuality. We label ourselves politically, which when I was growing up was not a thing, And before you get worried, this isn't going to become like a political video where I try to talk you into my politics on one party or against your politics or anything like that. When I grew up, I remember around election time, there was, signs for the different parties in people's yards. And of course, this is way before social media took over, but I don't remember it ever really affecting people's relationships and how we saw each other. And I understand it's different now because it's become more extreme, right? I think it's become something that is kind of dangerous in a lot of ways because we end up funneling things through those labels as opposed to learning all sides of the spectrum. And this is why even on this channel, I try to cover things that are kind of outside the traditional way we look at things because I'm constantly evolving. My diet is constantly evolving. A couple of weeks ago, I covered the great oil debate that Forks Over Knives covered. And I think a lot of people dumped on Forks Over Knives for even entertaining that debate. But the reality is that information changes, science changes. And while that didn't change my feeling on it, or probably many of your feelings on it, I don't think that means that we should be closed off to potential changes and thoughts that we have in the future around labels, because I certainly wouldn't have gotten to the diet that I'm at today and the way I live and the way I eat if I was just kind of stuck to the way that I labeled myself before, which was primarily as an omnivore and then a pescatarian, And while I'm good with my label and how it works, I'm probably going to stick with it. It's going to evolve, over time. Who knows what we're going to learn about diet and food in the next decade, 20 years. And, I'm kind of fascinated by all that stuff. And when it comes to politics, I had this thought, probably impossible to incorporate in any meaningful way, but I just thought, wouldn't it be amazing, and maybe this could work for diet too, if we could just eliminate all political parties and just have people run for government. And then we'd actually have to get to know those people and what they stand for as individuals, as opposed to it being covered as this blanket statements by a party. Here in Canada where I live, it's even more complicated because we have a multi-system party. Depending on who you talk to, there's 4 or 5 quote unquote major parties here. And, primarily most of them lean towards the left, with some of them being left-right, some of them being centered a little bit. But it makes it challenging. Anyway, my point is that if you just had to get to know the people and what they stood for, and those all people all came together, you'd actually have to learn more about politics yourself to be able to vote, which I understand is also a challenge because, historically speaking, we're lucky if we can get anywhere from 50% and higher to vote. I think in Canada's last election that we just had a couple weeks ago, by the time this posts, it was like 66% or something, which I think is sadly considered high. So I think the challenge is if you remove the parties, then you might even have less people voting because so many people, they're just They're born voting for a certain party, and that's just how they vote no matter what, regardless of new information that comes out or how those parties' political stance changes over time. Because I think what we've seen over the last couple election cycles is that the values of certain parties have gotten far more extreme to the point where people that are in those parties don't necessarily recognize them, although they don't know where to go because they feel begrudged to stick with what they know and who they know and the label of the party. And so that just makes it complicated and challenging. Where does that go when it comes to diet? I don't know. I'm never 100% sure how to talk about how I eat with people. I made a video a little while ago, and by a little while ago, I think it was last year, that was called I'm Not Actually Vegan. I'll put a link in the description down below. Just talking about how I'm not comfortable labeling myself as vegan because our kids still eat a somewhat pescatarian diet. They have a little bit of dairy, cheese, ice cream. It's really it. Every now and then they'll occasionally have some fish if we're out and they want it. I covered all that in that video. You know, the short synopsis is basically they're teenagers now. They weren't raised to eat whole food plant-based, and we let them make their own decisions. And primarily speaking, and when I say primarily, I don't even know if that's the right word, but generally speaking, they tend to eat the way we eat most of the time, you know? And if they have those kind of things, it's more like an additive or a topping. By additive, I mean addition on top of what they eat. So, you know, they're going to make their own choices, and hopefully they make healthy choices as they go along through this life. Now, the reason I say that is because of that, you know, I spend my money sometimes on the food that they want to eat. And I think if I was like, you know, a hardcore proper vegan, I would just be, you know, more dictatorial with my kids and say, no, you can't eat that. I won't put my money towards that. You know, myself and Wooly, we don't eat any animal products whatsoever. But, you know, we'll indulge in things like chocolate chips. Every now and then we'll have stuff that does have some oil in it. If we're out, we don't like, you know, go crazy about making sure every single thing we eat is 100% whole food plant-based. When we're home, it is. When we're out, we do the best we can, you know? So it's tough, though, because especially when you're on YouTube, like we are here, you have to put keywords in when you make content and you put it out because it's search engine optimized, and that's how people find your things and find your channel and find your videos. And so you have to like literally put labels in there. And most of you are amazing in the comments, but every now and then we get people that, you know, try to come after and criticize us for making what they think is contradictory things based on what our channel is all about. And, you know, I don't want to spend my entire life just responding to comments and defending ourselves because I don't think we need to. But it does come back to that concept of labels and why we need them and how we need them. It's interesting. I have mixed feelings about it because I think they're good in the sense that it's nice to categorize things. It's nice for us to put like the stamp of approval on things, for us to, you know, recommend things. But I don't know. I don't know if they're helpful or they hurt us in the long run. And I would like to know your thoughts in the comments down below on labels when it comes to all of these things we've talked about, politics, diet, and whatnot. Let me know in the comments down below. This was my rambling video for this week. I talked last week about how this will be a new kind of format we do on the channel. I don't know if I'll be doing it every single week, but I'll do it as I have things I want to talk about. And if you guys enjoy it. And I might even do it even if you don't enjoy it. I don't know, because we like to experiment around here. Anyway, if you enjoyed this kind of video, let me know in the comments down below. It's really, really helpful to get feedback as I continue to experiment on this channel. And if you want to stick around a little bit longer, YouTube has this video all queued up, and the other button over here will let you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already.